Hi guys, good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we have my winter coat edit. This video has been so requested and I just needed to find the time to sit down and go through them and try them on and basically show you the details of each of the pieces. So today I have 15 coats that I love and adore and use so much throughout the years. Some of them are a bit of newer additions to my wardrobe and others have been literally for years. I mean, I've always had such a thing for coats, especially because during the winter they're the outfit. You can literally use the same base and just change the coat and it makes the full outfit. And during the last couple of years I've been finding these coats in different patterns, materials, because with some of them I was looking for something very specific, and I think right now I have a very well-rounded collection of coats. So I'm gonna be trying all of them on and I'm gonna put the name, the brand, also the size that I got, and if I find them still available, because maybe some of them are not in production anymore. I'm gonna try to find something similar, but everything is gonna be linked on the description box down below. So I think I'm gonna go by colors and I'm gonna start with my white coats. I know a lot of people are not the biggest fan of white during fall and winter, but I'm the type of person that really loves a good white coat, so I have two. The first one is the Coco coat and it's in Cashmere. This is from Cuppini and it's a short coat or jacket, and it does have this cape-like feeling. I really love the leather strings that it has because it just adds something special to the coat. None of my white coats are like nuclear white. This one is actually in this very soft ivory. This one is actually still available by the time that I'm filming this video, but I do love this coat so much, especially for the transitional months, but also for something a little bit more elevated. Because of the shape that it has, it's just elegant and also quite minimalistic. I do love this one when I want to go for a black and white outfit. Now this one is my white long coat, and actually this one is kind of like satin because it's shiny. This one is from the brand There Was One and it's definitely on the oversized side. I really love how this one makes like lighter outfits during the winter pop, and at the same time, because of the finish that it has, it just makes everything look so put together. I don't think this one is in production anymore, but if I find something similar, I'm definitely going to be linking it. Now going to the color beige, I have two trench coats. The first one is from the Frankie Shop and I really fell in love with this piece because it's two tones. So one side is lighter than the other. So it's like your classic trench coat but with a little bit of a twist. I just feel like it's a little bit different but not too out there. So it's still something that you can definitely wear with pretty much anything. It's not really clashing, and I also really love the length and how thin it is. So it's a very comfortable piece to travel with and to use when it's not that cold. My other beige trench coat is from Burberry and this is actually a vintage piece. I found it in Washington as I was browsing a vintage shop and I tried it on and I just really loved it, and the price was simply amazing. So I do believe this one was such a lucky find and I used it so much throughout the years. I think I've owned this one for 5 years almost, and Burberry does amazing coats, but if you don't want to go for the crazy prices that they retail for now, you can definitely go thrifting and you can find a few. And this one is a little bit thicker and more protective than the Frankie Shop one. I do have one teddy fluffy coat and this one is from Purification Garcia, and I found this coat 2 years ago when I was at the outlet. I was initially looking for a small and this one is actually a medium, so it's definitely oversized for me, but this one was the only piece left and they had such a good sale that I just really wanted to have it. And I love this coat so much and it has become like my comfort. It's so cold outside, I'm just gonna throw this on top and I don't have to think about it. It's a very comfortable and cozy piece, and also it's very good quality. I definitely want to recommend Purification Garcia's coats. Now this one is a little bit more of a newer addition, but I definitely was looking for something like this, and this is the round Maxi coat. This one is from Fabric and it's made out of cashmere and wool, and I just love how this coat just like hugs you, and I really love the color. It's super soft. This is one of those coats that I feel like I'm just having like a blanket on top of me, so I really love it. I would definitely recommend to size down on this one, but I feel like this color is very easy to pair with pretty much anything, and it's a shade of brown that just elevates the outfit a little bit more. This one was a little bit out there for me when I initially got it, but I've loved it so much since I got it. And this is a Tai Trench Coat and it's in faux Napa leather. It's also in this brown brown chocolatey color, but it's leather, so it just gives such a different look. This one has become one of my rainy day staples, so if it's pouring rain, this one is just perfect for that. And it also looks so elegant. I don't know how to explain it, but leather trench coats just make it look like you put effort into the outfit, even if you really didn't. Like most of the times I'm wearing this one with a pair of jeans, a white t-shirt and sweater underneath, and then I'm good to go. But somehow it comes off stylish, so I do think it's a great piece and something that took me quite a while to want to actually have in my closet. Now going into a bit of more gray tones, this coat, I love it so much because it's so different. This is the Margot wool coat, and I really love that this one has this tweed, sort of like cookies and cream ice cream type of look, but like a little bit grayish. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly, but I just love that it's not a plain gray or a plain beige or brown coat. It just has a little bit of everything in it. I also really love the details that it has on the collar, and I think this one is just such a beautiful piece that I thought that I was going to get to use a lot, but honestly I've been using it way more than I expected because it just goes so well with everything, and it's also so comfortable. It's like a cloud hugging you. This gray trench coat, I've had it for years, and I believe that this is something that you cannot really find anymore, but there's definitely similars out there. So this is from Revivo, and I got it I think over 3 years ago. I really love the shade of gray because it has a deep blue undertone, so it's not like gray or just gray, so it's very easy to pair with other things, and it's also a very soft trench coat. So I've always really loved it, and I pair it a lot with gray outfits in general. I really love doing monochromatic looks, and this one I've always gravitated towards it for gray or white with gray outfits. Also because it's so soft, it's a piece that it's very easy to travel with, because when you're traveling in the winter and you're bringing coats, you have to be a little bit smarter about it, because if they're really bulky, you have to kind of wear them. But for example, this one, it's not that heavy and doesn't take that much space, and it's really soft. So I have found that if I need to travel with a trench coat, I tend to take this one with me. Now going into the black coats, I have long and short ones, but I'm gonna start with the longer ones. And this one is from Maxi, and it's one of my favorite, most used and staple coats that I've had in my closet. And it's the classic Maxi wrap coat in cashmere. For me, a black coat is always going to be a basic and something that I'm gonna use so much. So this one, I've gotten so much use out of it throughout the years. I got it from Farfetch probably 4 to 5 years ago, and it's still completely perfect. This is the coat that I've used the most out of the entire video, and I love it, and I've definitely got my cost per wear with that one for sure. This one is not really black, but it's actually this deep sea green, but it honestly kind of looks black, and if you pair it with black things, it still kind of looks black. But if you see it very good under the sun, it does have some green shades, and it's the Tadao French coat. And I got this one because I really wanted a dark trench coat to pair with some things when I didn't really want to go for a thick coat and I wanted something a little bit lighter, especially because here in Barcelona it takes a little bit to get colder. So I do use trench coats quite a lot, and this one I just really loved it. And for the short black coat, I have the poly Caban, and this one I just really love to pair it with knee-high boots or just any cute boots in general with a pair of tights. This one has quite of a boxy shape, which I really love. It's in 100% wool, and I got this one in an extra small. Even if this one is a short coat, it's actually very thick and warm, and it can also be dressed up quite easily. So if I'm gonna do during the winter something that is a little bit more dressy, I definitely opt for this one because it also shows off the shoes a little bit more. Now this next one is probably one of my favorite pieces in my entire closet, and I looked for it for so many years, but I really love Houndstooth. And when I found this coat, I just used it to death for the first 2 years, like during the winters. And it's from the brand Amen, and I did have to shorten this one because it was just too long. Like I was literally leaving behind me a trail of coats, so I shortened it, and now the belt is a little bit too low on me, but I can definitely work with that. I don't believe this piece is made anymore, but I think I can definitely find something similar. A Houndstooth coat, in my opinion, is something classic. It's definitely a little bit flashy, so sometimes I'm a little bit like, is this maybe a little bit too much to wear in Barcelona, so I try to wear it when I'm going to Paris or other cities, because sometimes I do feel like here it's a bit much, but I absolutely love it. And this one is one of the warmest coats that I own. Literally, it's so thick that I really have to make sure that it's going to be a cold day or to not layer that much if I'm gonna be wearing it. And the last one was literally like my favorite thing during the fall. This is the Eila wool scarf coat, and it does kind of look like a cape, but it's actually really warm and cozy, and it's also reversible, so I really love the plaid. And I also love the fact that it comes with a matching scarf. So this one became my comfort thing during the fall because it was so easy to just throw it on top, and it just looks so good with everything. I really love it. And I do love the fact that you have the option of using the plaid, or you can use the plain version that is like this green beigey color that just goes very well with pretty much anything. And I think this is it. I definitely thought about doing basically the same but with my sweaters, but I just have so many sweaters that I think it would be probably like an hour-long video. So in that case, I think I'll probably just do like an edit of my favorite ones. But I do hope that this video was helpful for anyone that has been looking for a very specific coat. I'm really gonna do my best to find similar options for the ones that are no longer available or in production anymore, but I do believe that most of them should still be available for purchase on the respective website. So everything will be linked, and if there's any discount codes or anything that can be used, I'm also going to be including that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'll leave you two right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye!